I will explain. All right, many thanks for staying with us on your ultimate news and current affairs program on television, TMI. And like I told you earlier, that a lot has been happening in the political space. But if you try to take your eyes off the happenings, you might just miss in the action. Or missing in the action, if you ask me. And what we'll be looking at some of the issues and developments so far as the 2023 presidential election is fast approaching. And of course, the campaign season is on. From my immediate left is a medical doctor and a politician. He's the person of Dr. Edosa Osaro. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
All right. And from my extreme left, he's Honorable Jerry Brown. And he is also, let me get that name very well, Idumeka. Did I get that? I just wanted to be sure. Let me know more than the name. All right. Honorable Jerry Brown Idumeka. He's a grassroots politician and one of the leading factors in the APC. Welcome this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me start with you. Well, we are expecting Honorable Victor Oyahilome. He will be joining us in a bit. But before then, let's just tease off as we begin to look at some of the things happening. Let me start with you, Honorable Edosa. The campaigns is on. What's your assessment on the political party so far?
Yeah, good morning, viewers. I'm Edosa Richards, the Labour Party candidate for House of Assembly.
No, wait. This is not, you are not selling anything here.
I'm not selling
you
anything.
came as a guest. You came as an analyst, so you are going to talk straight.
Yeah, so...
Yes. So we sincerely apologize for that. This is not a commercial interview. If not, you're going to pay like 5 million for that. Yes, whooping 5 million.
Okay,
Let's go on.
I guess that one can be edited.
So take note. Yeah.
Okay, so the campaign so far, as you can see, it appears much is not being done, if you ask me, compared to what it was in the last 2015. For the PDP, they had some kickoff some time ago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe last week. And most of us saw what happens during that period, which the presidential candidate and some other PDP stakeholders were not happy about. For the LP, it's been suspended because of flooding in some areas in Nigeria because the presidential candidate felt he should mourn and identify with people or victims of the flood.
But for the LP, there have been irregularities in the presidential campaign list. Some people kicked against it when it came on board. And at the end of the day, we just heard, okay, they are going to work on it.
Yeah, the irregularities, it depends on individuals. Because if you look at it, I think they're saying it was way skewed to one side, possibly the Igbo people. And you see, the list has been readjusted. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the already adjusted list is out again, which has corrected those anomalies. I think the LP presidential candidate explained that some time ago. And the new list now is at least balanced to a great extent.
Okay, let's quickly get to Jerry Brown, Honorable Jerry Brown. Most politicians wait till election period before they start giving out dividends of democracy to the masses, because we see things happen. We don't see some of this charity per se go on, if not election period. So most politicians wait till election period before we see the masses getting dividends of democracy.
Absolutely no. My name still remains Honorable Jerry Brown Idumeka Omeke.
Okay. So go straight and answer the question. I've introduced you earlier, Honorable.
Your question is very, very fine, and I will redefine it for you. A good politician will never wait till election time before he knows that people need this or that. For example, Patrick Idiake is APC candidate for Igweben, Esan Central, Esan West Federal Constituency. I knew vividly, around the February, March last year, how much he spent on students in Esan land. Months ago, Monday Okpewolo, a.k.a. Akpakomiza, the senatorial candidate of APC Edo Central.
No, you just go straight and answer the question.
Yeah, he gave out about 5-6 years now to boosting the security activities in
You don't need to mention names. Okay, just give us the answers to the question.
These persons did it. A particular young man from Eastern Northeast, Uromi, built like 4-5 houses for people. He's still building now. He's not doing it because of politics.
We don't see this happen all the time. After the elections,
no, they
just go into the tunnel.
No, they did all these things like more than a year ago.
So more than a year ago. Then what happened to the previous years?
Yes, more than a year ago. So I don't think it's because of politics. These young men are out to do this to boost their political image or to boost the political party. No, they did it deeply from that. I am a Catholic, born baptized, confirmed, I will die as a Catholic. But I love this man, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. He's not a politician, but you see what he is doing for people. It's your mind. These persons, because they have involved in Nigeria politics, that is why people are thinking because of that, that is the reason why they are. No, it's their mind. Suleiman is not a politician, but he's giving out things to people. Paraventure is in politics. People will think because he's in politics.
No, this one is a clergy.
Yes.
He's a clergy. But we are looking at the politicians.
Yes, that's what
that has been the concerns of many Nigerians.
I mentioned names. You said I should not mention.
No, we are not mentioning names.
Yes, there are a lot of persons who have been doing charity work. They have been doing charity work. They don't believe they are doing it because of their political.
Do you share any thoughts, Dr. Edoro?
I disagree with what you're saying because it's obvious from what we see. If you even look at the population of Nigeria, the masses, one of the major complaints they have, which I believe that is where that question came out, it's an issue in our country. And people say politicians don't do anything until when it's close to election. Take, for instance, the distribution of funds during election. Take, for instance, the distribution of materials during election. Wrappers to women, caps and all stuff. They don't do all this, even up to food. They don't do any of these things until it's getting closer to election period. And then you ask yourself the question, if you do this, what is the guarantee that you will continue? This is part of the conduct of presidential candidates and other candidates that has to be checkmated. Because at the end of the day, if you are giving things to people to get votes, it is called vote buying. And if you ask me, it is actually referred to as misconduct in election. And at the end of the day, these people do not, I repeat, they do not continue this act, in quote, of philanthropy
after election.
And this is the complaint.
Well, he still has the floor. You will respond after he's
This is
done.
the complaint the Nigerian masses have. That is why you see them, the politician comes, and some of the questions they throw at them is, how are we sure it is not because of this that you are giving us? Because we know you before now. You don't used to do things like this.
Okay, Dr. Edosa, I'll get back to you. We're going to take a short pause now, and we'll be back. Don't go nowhere.